You've been following every single style file, yet something is still missing. For some reason, your outfit just not quite hitting, even after I've given you tips on how to elevate your style and look put together. Well, it's okay if you feel that way because sometimes I still feel that way after I've done everything in my playbook. But today I have a few more tips that can help you look even more put together. This is day 21 of Style Files, where I'll be showing you how to curate your ideal wardrobe. At the end of this 30-day series, you will have everything you need in your closet so that you can no longer say, I have nothing to wear. All right, girlfriend, let's get into it. So when it comes to looking put together, I cannot emphasize enough accessories. I know we talked about accessories on day 3, but we're going to talk about accessories a little bit more. When it comes to accessories really do play a big part when it comes to completing your look. Now, just a brief refresh, I know in day 3, we talked about accessories, and I mentioned on having just like your 1 or 2 pieces that you keep on, just in case you are in a rush and you just throwing some clothes out the door, at least you have these key pieces like your earrings, rings, necklace, bracelets that's already on so that you won't be completely naked. But sometimes your outfit needs a little bit more accessorizing outside of that. Now, some things that you can take into consideration when it comes to accessorizing is making sure that your jewelry matches from head to toe, especially if you're not one of those girls that's comfortable with mixed metals. Those are just little details that help you look put together, even to the untrained eye. So for example, I like to pay attention to like small little details, like the hardware that's on my clothing. I have a sweatsuit that has gold hardware. Because it has gold zippers and hardware, I try to wear gold watches or jewelry when I wear that outfit. When it comes to your bags, belts, shoes, and jewelry, just take those small little details when it comes to the hardware that's on those pieces and kind of incorporate it to the jewelry that you have on as well. Girlfriend, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a little mixed metal action. Now, this next tidbit is something that I didn't learn until I started working in retail, and it is layering. Something about layering just elevates any outfit. For the people who don't know what layering is when you add an extra piece of clothing to your outfit to complete the look. For example, this outfit is pretty plain, right? I have a shirt, cute belt, pants, very simple. I can go out just like this. A good way that I can elevate this outfit is adding a layering piece such as a cardigan or maybe a blazer, something like this. So with me adding this collarless blazer, kind of gave me a different look to my outfit. It makes me look a little bit more put together, right? Something else that I was taking into consideration when it comes to this outfit is we talked about accessories, right? I would probably change the belt on this, not necessarily because it doesn't match. It's still a cute belt. However, we did talk about small details. For example, the buttons on this blazer is silver. The buckle on this belt is gold. So maybe I would want to change the belt to something else. I do have on a gold watch, which the gold watch is not bad. And I like the fact that the gold watch has a blue face, which matches the blazer, but let's switch it out for a silver one. So this right here is an example of how you can layer your outfit to elevate your look. This last tip that I'm going to give you, part of it is a little controversial. Okay, girlfriend, come closer. Come here. I'm going to tell you a secret. This is something that I need to work on myself. This last tip that I'm about to give you is undergarments and shapewear. So those are things that you really need to take into consideration when it comes to dressing yourself. That is like one of my biggest pet peeves is to have a panty line on the back of my pants or jeans or skirt or anything like that. Like that is my biggest pet peeve is to be able to see my undergarments underneath my clothes. Over the past few years, I have been switching out my undergarments to seamless underwear so that I won't have those. But I am now at a point where I need to take it up a notch. And that is shapewear. Yes, I know some of you guys is like, what? Shapewear? Like, I don't need to wear shapewear. Maybe you work out. Maybe you have like a nice toned body. Maybe your body is perfect. And you feel like, I don't need shapewear. No, honey. You need shapewear. I have watched so many award shows, magazines, pictures, different people, celebrities, everything. And I'm like, how is it that they're able to look so snatched and so seamless underneath their dresses or underneath their outfit? And the secret is shapewear. Shapewear. Now, don't get me wrong, not every outfit deserves a shapewear, but if you could wear a shapewear underneath it, if your clothes will hide the shapewear, maybe put a shapewear on. I said, now personally, I need to purchase more shapewear. And this came to me probably a few years ago where I was going out, I had a dress, and honestly, it was like a loose fitting dress. The only thing about it is that it was like a deep cut V-neck. But other than that, it was a loose fitting dress. The dress was beautiful. It had sequins on it. It was very loose. It was comfortable. And I was looking for a bra. This is what it was. I was looking for a bra that was like deep cut. I could not find one that actually worked with the dress where it would not show. So I decided to get shapewear. That was the only thing that I could find that had a deep enough cut in the front where I would still be held together and the outfit would look right. That was the best decision that I've ever made. And that was the day that I realized I need to wear more shapewear. And it's not necessarily to hold us in or because we're overweight or we have rolls or fat or anything like that. No, that's not the reason. However, it do smooth things out. If you want that dress to look like how it looks on the model, baby, get a shapewear. I'm telling you, shapewear. Trust me. Believe me when I tell you, I'm not going to steer you wrong. Okay. I'm not going to steer you wrong. If something else come up even better, please believe I'm going to tell you. Okay, girlfriend. So those are a few more tips that I have for you that will help you look a little bit more put together. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.